Hello everybody and welcome to Racesquare, a series that used to present the good old days and you can probably find on YouTube somewhere. I'm Evildragonxxl, your fellow brilliant legendary commentator of many magnitudes, and today we are here at Dubai, a track that is extremely nice. And you can see many cars here. We've got GT4s and GT3s and me, the mighty commentator, in the pit lane as a, well, my Formula car, because commentating. Indeed so. You can see here as you ride on board with the Kim Star. On the track now, Samuels joins the track. On the track, Leone and Racesquare. On the track, also Wilco's spinning a little bit there in the very pretty colour. As we look at Leone on the track there, who's almost bottling it. Samuels there in the beautiful Mercedes AMG with Kim in 5th place. And the sound of an approaching soup. Approaching soup. Indeed. So, there is everyone. Entangled wires.
There we go.
And here, the mighty driver is. Say hello to the many people on the internet.
Oh, we're on. Oh, hi, I'm driving tonight. Lol.
Yes, he's going to be like Bowie is. He's going to be the on-track reporter, which will inevitably make me end up crashing. Talking about people who are off, Gaz has hit the wall. Has jammed on track on that lovely big BMW M3 GT4 ahead of GT Jamie the Stig in the, well, massive, so we use the word massive, Bentley. Also we have...
Just to put in, the only GT3 car with wood trim.
Yes, the only GT3 trim and leather. That's probably why it's always so slow. And here on board with the mighty McLaren of Jamies. There, and that's all you get to see of him. Now on board with the other McLaren, and that's all you get to see of him. Hashtag totally not being biased here. Looking at the 99, the number which I always represent with MC Wolfman. The 47 of Kim. Samuels driving the number, what number is he? 75. I am number, I am number, you can see 5B there, as you can see my front ring. Leone is driving the number 18, a number that is extremely good. With 6 minutes to go in qualifying, I can say currently fastest out on track is Kim right now, driving the number 47 Audi.
Is this qualifying?
Yes, it is. I'd get on track.
Okay, I did not know that. Well, time to the lap then, I suppose.
Yes, you've got 5 minutes left to not bottle it.
I've got loads of time. Too much fuel, loads of time.
Indeed, as I just retreat. So Kim is your fast man on track with a 2:00.432. Currently second B on the lap, Leone. There, the old familiar face I remember there, driving a fun cracked GT4 car. Yes, he is in the GT4, so that will see where he can go. I expect his lap time to be around about a 2:10 perhaps. Let's see, he comes down towards that final corner. Comes through it. Let's see, what can he do? Comes out the last corner. What is he going to set? About 2:10, I say, is around the time I believe he needs to be setting. He comes across the line to set a 2:08, so that is a good lap player. Who's next on track? We've got Shotgun coming out the last few corners as well, driving the Aston Martin. The GT3 one, the number 99, comes up that last corner. Let's see what he can do. Comes up the last corner, comes up the line, and what will he set? He will set a second place, 4 tenths slower than Kim there. Let's see who's next to be setting a lap time. It will be Soup here, as he comes out of the hairpin down towards the kind of a tricky left-hander there. We got a car off of, I think that's GT Jamie Stig going a bit wide there ahead. Well out the way as Soup comes through. The sector time is a good sector time. It's quickest in the first sector, quickest in the second. As he comes out of the last few corners. Gets the power on nice and early, can use as much of the road here. The white lines there as well. Comes out of the last corner in the desert. Let's see, what can he do? Comes out the last corner. Does he go quickest? It's a fantastic lap. Will he go fastest? Yes, he does. 2.578 seconds to be exact. But let's see, Kim's on the lap.
I'm happy with that one.
Comes up the last corner. What can Kim do? Can he surprise the Irishman? Comes up the last corner. Can he do it? Yeah, he's 1.7 slower. Let's see who else is on the lap time. No one currently. 3 minutes to go here.
It says this is free practice.
Oh, cock. Well, I'll take the opportunity to drive out on track then.
So, you've been yelling for no reason.
Yeah, I'm warming my breath up. Oh, but still Soup's gone fastest. Psychological advantage. Just warming my throat up, just to practice, just to warm you in. I mean,
yeah, I understand.
You'll understand. Let's see.
Having a senior moment.
I'm having a senior moment. Leave me alone. I'm proving my age. I see 80 years old, pigtail and all that. Let's see though, what can GT Jamie the Stick do anyway? May not be qualifying, but oh well, I like to just... Let's see. Comes up, goes second, 1.3 seconds slower. Still.
Where's Jam?
Jam, your teammate currently coming out of the last corner.
Come on, Jam lad. Good lad.
Let's see, what can he do? Comes up to the line and goes fastest by 1.1 seconds.
That a boy.
Not out boy, he's just smashed you.
Yeah, I know, but that a boy.
See who has on that? Gaz and the RDR8 there.
I should probably not have 69 litres of fuel.
No, that normally doesn't help. Track temperature 103 degrees here. Well, Fahrenheit actually, so it's not degrees. If it was 103 degrees, it would be dead or something, I think. Comes across the line.
I'm not last.
No, you're second to first. Actually, no, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to last. You're 10th to last. Yeah, totally didn't cock that up.
That's the fastest I've actually ever seen Jam go. That's really quick.
Totally didn't cut the corner or anything.
I can't even go as fast as that. Fastest I could go was a 57.2.
Oh well, you'd like to imagine you got pole position there. Great for a great pole position for jammies there. Clearly, I don't know what you're talking about. Totally isn't practice still. totally thought they said there was only one practice session, but there's two.
And then there's just Evil. It was in a Formula A in 10th.
Just just having a drink on the ambulance. Right, so now should be the start of qualifying.
For real this time.
Yes, it is qualifying this time.
Good job.
Oh, I have the first comment of the day. I actually haven't even got the stream up on my phone yet, because it shows how much of a brilliant, legendary person I am. So, go and get you up. Because the first man out on track looks to be Samios.
Oh, we got 30 minutes of this. Okay.
For some reason, I can't see the. Oh, I have to sign in. What is this?
Yeah, that might be handy.
What have I got to sign off? I could go fucking normal YouTube then. Sorry, language. What was that? Go away, Charles II.
Why are you playing Horrible Histories?
Don't know, it just appeared.
Charles II.
I love the people and the people love me.
I was the king who brought my party.
Let's see, can I
in the avalanche?
find my video is actually not even apparently alive, but it is. So, I don't know what you're chatting about YouTube.
I'm just gonna let Jam through.
Oh, there we are. Come on. Load up. No, don't load you up again.
Because I want to get a slipstream off him and follow him exactly.
That's Samios checking in the chat. Well, we know how that went last time. Currently, no one's set a lap time yet. So we just scroll through the field here, as I heard sniggering 38 minutes here in qualifying, of course. If I'm correct, right now it is, I think... No, it's everyone. It's all for all then for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And do we look at who do we look at? I think we'll look at well, let's go and look at the person who set the fastest time in practice 2. Let's go and watch Jam out the last corner, running wide as you do. Comes across the line. Diego there. The number hasn't got a number on that car. The number on valid. Coming into turn number 1, easy corner to outbrake yourself there. Easy corner to gain a lot of time actually through there as you see behind of Soup going really wide out the last corner.
Completely bottling it.
The Bottleberg.
Yeah, laps invalidated, so don't even bother.
Our psychological advantage. Just save it, just save it. Nothing you can do that can make that any better.
You need an Australian accent.
Yeah, leave it, just leave it. Nothing you can do. Oh, that's a Cackney accent there. Currently fastest is, well, Jam with a 47.5 there in the first sector. About 1 second quicker than Samuels there in the first sector. So it looks like we have the race up front to be saying the least. Already taking shape in qualifying. Looks like we know who the earlier pace setters is, and actually talking about that, this is Jammies actually catching up to Samios there. So I think Samios has had a miserable second sector. Let's see, coming out this down the hill, we'll see. Running a bit wide, bit cheeky.
Cheeky.
And let's see, a 39 again of 38, so another about 8 tenths quicker there, so it's already about 1.2 seconds quicker than the lap time there. Fantastic, and Samios, I believe, gets out of the way there, realising that he is actually slower than the car ahead. Of course, 25 minutes here to go, so anything can still happen. Plenty of time for people to get setups on their cars. As we watch Jammies coming out the last corner. One's very wide there at the last corner. Comes to the line. What did he set? It's first benchmark time at 1:56.6. Let's see
That's very
then.
quick.
Who is the nearest to be beaten that? Well, it's not bad by Kim. He's over a second slower still, and seems to be stuck behind a GT4 car that's sliding out. That is, ooh, I don't know who exactly that is, but whoever it was has gone and spun it in the background. Should we look less? Shotgun coming into turn number 1. We've got Gaz here coming at the last corner to finish lap time. It's going to be a bad lap time of 2:07 there. And Jam at 2:09 in the GT4 car. So Jam currently fastest in GT4. As we watch Leon coming out the last corner. The old boy, I need to race with him back on GT6. You're one of the only people I think I remember from the original group still here. Comes across the line. Where does he go? Does he go up into, yes, into third position? Or first in GT4, remember? Two classes, GT3 and GT4 there. As Kim pops himself up to second there. 3 seconds off the pace, however. So, someone who needs to improve the lap time. Gaz really needs to improve, because right now he's slower than quite a few people there. Is Scuderia goes up into first place for GT4 then. It's an okay first sector, still over a second slower than the car ahead. Samuel setting a blistering first sector and a pretty good second sector, but still over about half a second slower, as he says that, goes wide. Let's see, will he bottle it? There's a car ahead who's bottled it, however, that is I believe that's it, that is the McLaren. That would be of, well, there's only one other McLaren I know in that livery, and that is Jamies, who's gone off there. Let's watch. Samuel's up to the line. What does he do? Second place. 2.4 seconds slower there. Let's see who else is currently on a good lap. We've got Gaz coming through down here into the last few corners here. Let's see what he can do. Just looking through. Super of a 47.6. The fastest first sector of anybody right now. Right now on track at least. As Gaz comes out the last corner, what can he do? 39.5 in the middle sector. That'll put him up to 5. 39. Racesquare from GTA Mistake, he jumps up into there. As you look at, we've got a car off, and that is RS Wilco there in the wall. As we ride on board with the McLaren. There, coming through the corner, he comes down the hill and turning into a left-hander here. Extremely fast this section track, easy to get just on the curb as well. Also one of the fast sections on the track as well, so double the price if you go off at 38.8 there. That's an okay sector. That should put him up to around about second position there, I believe. Let's see, comes down into the last corner, brakes it hard, hits that inside curb, lets the car just run out a little bit wide over the curb. You can do that. Let's see, what does he do? Does he go up the second? Yes, he does. 4 tenths slower than the other McLaren. So the two McLarens right now absolutely dominant in qualifying here. Over 2 seconds, the pair of them ahead of the leading pack behind. So we look down the field then. I think we'll have to have 3 classes. You have the McLaren group and we have the other group. Let's see, GTJ Mistake, he's okay in the first sector, fantastic in the second sector for 39.2, so that's okay. He comes up to the line. Does he improve? Yes, he does, but 1 point. Oh my god, that definitely there. 1.7 seconds slower, should I say. Let's see who else is currently on pace. So all of the GT3 cars separated by, what was the gap, 3.9 seconds. Scuderia leading GT4 right now with a 2-minute 4.4. Way ahead of his nearest rival is Leon there with a pretty good lap, but still rather slow with a 2:07. Jan, the other Jam, the BMW Jam GT4 one, with a 2:09 and a 2:18 is the slowest time out on track here by Mr. Understeery Wilco. Kim, it's an okay first sector. Comes up the last corner. 39.6 on average. This will put him up to about third. Let's see, just comes to the line. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. So it's rather competitive for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and to be honest, 7th. So basically, take the 2 leaders out and you'll have a close race. Hashtag gonna have to get all those Bernie to get Bernie's bombs. Scott comes across the line. What does he do? Does he improve? He does, by about a 10th. As we look at the car, there's a car on track currently. It's a Super coming out on track in the bright orange McLaren. Samuel's a 48 and a 39. That's a pretty good first... No, not a bad first sector. But a pretty good second sector, a 39 flat. This may improve perhaps. Puts him a 10th or 2 up. Let's see. He comes across the line. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. So who else here looks to be improving here? Well, it's so close in the first sector between a few cars here. Gaz, Kim, GT Jamie Stig, all separated by about 2 tenths there. And Shogun comes up into 6th position there, repelling GT Jamie the Stig, or I'll just call him Jame. Another Jamie.
You're making it confusing now.
The Stig coming out of the last corner in the Miss Bentley. The only car with a wooden dash comes across the line, and he does improve, but not by much. Only 3.2 seconds off the pace. Shotgun in the pit lane. Kim coming around the final corners now. A 48.1 in the first sector, no, 39.4. This is an impressive lap from Kim there, driving the number 47. Comes out the last corner. Where does he go? Jumps up into... No, he doesn't improve. So, seems no one's improving right now. Interesting to see. Jamie says, soup, commentary box, question mark, O-face. Oh, we got a car off. That's Samios dropping it there. And took himself in the pit lane. However, the real talking point here, the gap between 1st and 2nd, 4 tenths. The gap between 2nd and 3rd, about a second and a half. As you do. You see, Gaz, he's this is something we can see. The first sector times between these drivers are 48.1 there in the first sector. I'll remember that, hopefully remember that time there. 48.1 there, running a bit wide there. A 48.7 was set by Samuel, so this looks to be faster than Samuel's time then. So he comes out of the hairpin, down the little hill. Fantastic stuff to see. Down the hill he goes. He's got his lap invalidated actually, so never mind. Let's go and see. Soup breaks down into turn number don't know, coming on to the T16 time. 47.8.
Nah, 2 times slower.
So an average lap time.
Never mind, false alarm.
Indeed, Samuel says, not sure, I have much more to give, but I'll try. So Samuel knows he can do more damage, but right now the gap 1.7 off the leader. We've got Carla overtaking, that's Gaz overtaking, I think, some shadow of description. Currently fastest in GT4 still is Scud, ahead of the Own, ahead of Jam, and ahead of Wilco with that familiar Formula E car sitting in the background. He could set a lap time any second and demolish everyone, but I don't think he's allowed to.
No, you will be killed, literally.
But whoever said I couldn't? Hey, right?
Technically no one, but...
Yeah, see, exactly, be quiet. No one said it, it means I can do it.
Yeah.
Comes across the line.
No,
that.
I don't know halfway through.
To start his lap then. On board. With the Irishman. Chucking into turn number 1, over the curves. Into turn number 2. Uphill a little bit there. It's track rather good to see in Dubai, of course. not too far away, if I'm correct, from Abu Dhabi. And that train, the Yas Marina.
No, I think so.
Of course, this track under the skyline of the city. You can see some massive tall buildings there. He's got a car sliding there ahead, and that looks to be that will be Wilco there. Comes up to first sector, 47.7, over a second quicker than Samios there in the first sector alone. Sucks down here. We'll have the distance sector there. You can see the moon in the distance there, and it's half moon. Comes through the corner. Got Wilco getting, I believe, well out the way. Indeed, he is being nice there. And oh my god, the Dragonxxl has joined us in the chat. This is unprecedented banter. Soup coming down the hill there. You can see the beautiful shot of the city there ahead. Of course, only popped up in the last year, decades. You can still see it's under construction there. Probably remaining construction forever. Comes through there, a 38.9, so it's an hour. Oh, he's gone off! Bottleberg Soup and his best friend Bob. Psychological advantage has taken him out.
Yeah, there you go.
Samios on an invalid lap. Gav on a not Gav, Gaz with Z, not to mix up with like that. And now going down the field, have Scuderia coming out the pit lane in the Ginetta GT55 GT4 coming out the pit lane there. Doing well, currently quickest in the GT4 class here. Not on lap however, so we'll have a look at Leon here coming down towards that is the kind of squiggly section down the bottom of the track just after the long straight. Got a car behind him of that looks to be a BMW, and I believe that would be Jam. It is Jam with just about a tenth slower, so very similar lap times on the pair of them. So we look at Leon coming down the hill. 51.9 in the first sector, 41.7. That's 3 tenths quicker there. 53.5 for the first sector for Wilco. Still quite a bit slower, but actually catching bit by bit. Of course, 12 minutes to go here in quali. As you look at Leon coming out of the last corner where Soup bottled it in the wall. Coming down over the pit lane line bit there into the last corner, 50-metre board there. The turn right side, you can see the palm trees on the left. Comes to the last corner. What can he do? Can he improve the lap time? He needs to improve by quite a margin though. Does he improve? He does. It's now only 3 seconds slower than the car ahead, so still about a million miles behind. I'm trying to be in the stream while my parents keep constantly interrupting me. Them bitches. Hashtag great banter. So we look at who should we go and watch now? We go look at the I don't know. Who should we look at? Well, let's go and look at Jamiz coming down the hill whilst we have the chance. Down into the very, very quick first into the hairpin, not the first corner, the hairpin there. You can see a city, brilliant shot in the background there. You can see the nice 2D background in the distance as well, just for some added detail. So Soup comes out towards the last corner as well to set his lap time as he comes out the last corner to start it. Here we go. He's now setting his lap time now. Indeed. Now we'll go and look down the field here at GT4 and on board with Scuderia driver here. We'll I'll be quiet and we'll let you listen in to the cars. He comes up over the crest there, coming into the hairpin. A 50 there, 0.3. It's only 2 seconds slower than the cars ahead. A good first sector it was for GT Jamie the Stigler, but he's not on the lap there. And currently out front, we've got Jammies with a brilliant first sector of 47, should I say, 2. If it was a 27, that would concern even me. Comes out of that hairpin, comes down the hill, up the hill as well, We've got the brilliant shot there of the rather interesting spectator, I think, there. A bit of spectating area there on your left. The hospitality and all that as well. Coming down the hill. That brilliant shot, as we've said many times, of the city in the background. A 38.7 in the second sector. That Soup across the line doesn't improve. He's actually a 2.09, so he's actually slower than the entire GT4 field, apart from Wilco. Let's see. Jammies comes out the last corner. What can he do? Comes across the line and does not improve. So, who is currently fastest on track? Well, for that answer, it's Jammies DVB, as it is put. Soup currently second in the other McLaren. Third place is the Mercedes AMG there, driven by Samios there. Fourth place is Shogun, driving the Aston Martin. Gaz, driving the Audi R8, currently lies in 5th place. His teammate in the other Audi R8 lines up in 6th. GT Jamie the Stig lines up 7th. For GT4, currently fastest on the track is Scuderia driver with a 2.03. Second place on that there is Leone. Third place in GT4 will be Jan. And lining up the back, RS Wilco in the Mustang Boss. Evil, have you ever visited Dubai? No? Would you love to? Well, I've visited a few places.
Monaco.
So, something I would love to do in the future. Indeed, probably watch the real life races, which I do plan to in the future. It's a future dream to watch all the races. Of course, if you do have any comments, please put them in the chat as well, and I'll do my best to answer them, as well as if you have any questions for our tamed racing driver on the track, who isn't very tamed and is more of a wild animal. Please put them in and I'll ask him when the time is come to be.
I concur.
Concur does he. GT Jamie the Stick still in the pit lane there. We haven't got... How much time have we got left? I won't let me know.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Indeed, there is left. Until the start of the race.
Oh, I can't improve in that first sector.
Indeed, it looks to be a slight improvement there. It was quicker than Jamie's first sector overall. Hashtag nerf that McLaren.
Please don't. It's not Honda powered.
The dream of VTEC.
VTEC power. Oh, I wish I had VTEC power.
I can't wait if a banterous crash happens. Driver OP, says Jammies. Of course, like I said, if you've got any questions, please put them in as well for me to ask Soup, and perhaps I will answer a few of them as well. Of course, don't expect...
Aware, if I die horribly, I will just pop the commentary box.
Yeah, so if we see Soup bottle it in the wall and he just cries in the corner, then, yeah.
I'll just come and just try and cheer myself up as I bottle.
Don't talking about bottling. Bottled burger soup comes off slide. 57.
Cooler bottle. Bottle cooler.
Bottle cool. It's a cool bottle.
I must forever live with them.
It's a cool bottle of soup.
Yeah. That'd be a horrible thing. A cool bottle of soup. Why would you ever want a cool bottle of soup?
I don't know.
It should be warm. Always at all times. Always warm. Always fresh.
It's a frozen right now. It's a frozen cool. It's a cool frozen bottle of soup of doom.
That's disgusting.
Sounds
frozen
like
bottle of soup.
Frozen bottle of soup. It's a frozen soup. For commentator guys, pineapples on a pizza.
No.
There's your answer. I don't like pineapples on pizzas.
Go die in a hole if you eat pineapple on pizza.
If you eat pizzas and pineapples, just eat a whole. Here's something for you, Soup. Do you know where pineapples are? Do you know where pineapples grow from?
From the ground.
There we go. He is a clever sausage.
Yeah.
So no for me there as well.
And I'm now just going to sit in the pit box.
Yeah, well, you know, 3 minutes to go. I don't think anyone's going to topple you. You've got Gaz out on track, level 48.0. He's about 4 or 5 attempts off the pace there. GT Jamie the Stig is out on track, actually, and I think, is he on his lap? I believe so, a 47.7 in the first sector and a 39.7 in the second. I don't know if he is on a lap low. It'll be interesting to see if he can jump up the field, perhaps into 5th or 4th.
Yeah, he's on a lap, Gaz, I think.
LMP Dragon puts in the chat, bruh. A good old friend of mine, someone I used to race with a long time ago. Does he improve? He does, I think, slightly. So fastest in LM GT4, so to say. LM GT4 is wow, it's Scuderia driver ahead of Leon by a country mile. Jam and Wilco currently slowest in that class, and slowest in the GT3 class is GT Jamie the Stig. I used to, I still do. You never go on GT6. Yeah, there's a reason for that. There isn't actually. PS3 maintenance, that's the reason why. We got Kim in the last corner. No one actually is going to be able to set another lap time here. Yes, indeed, we have actually got 3 dragons in the chat now, because you got me, you've got LMP Dragon, and you've got the Dragon Crasher.
20 dragons. It's Dragon's Den, oh my god.
I'll be, Peter Jones. That's the only one I know.
I'm out.
That was very deep and me. Well, looks like your pole position is going well. Yeah, the GT3 is already all done. Let's see JT Jamie the Stig can improve. If he can't, that'll be it. Nice pixels. Yeah, it may be a little bit pixely.
Ooh, double file start. Ooh.
The double file start.
That's gonna be fun.
That's the main reason it is actually slightly lower quality is because, well, last time I tried to do a high quality, my PlayStation imploded and I didn't enjoy it. So fastest then will be Jammies, who will take pole position here unless some magic things happen. Soup looks like to be taking second, so McLaren all front row. The Mercedes AMG will line up in third of Samuels, with the Audi in 4th place of Gaz. Shogun and the Aston Martin will line up in 5th, with Gaz's teammate Kim in the other Audi in 6th. The Bentley will line up in 7th, last in GT3 there of GT Jamie the Stig. First in GT4 will be Scuderia. with Leon in second in the Aston Martin, and Jamkes' line doesn't improve either, so we'll line up in third there, and Wilco lines up at the back. I see a Dutch spud.
Okay.
Indeed. So we go down in the last 10 seconds to the start of the race.
Formation lap, double file start. This should be fun.
Indeed. So grab all popcorn, grab anything you see. Right. This is interesting. So this is going to be everyone having a 2-file formation here. I'll just disappear in the distance back this way.
Let's point her back in the right direction and catch the pack. Come on, you can
Indeed,
still do
the
it.
field sets out on the formation that plan, with Jamies currently fastest. Then, and leading the way here, with Soup in second place. We got the Mercedes third. Fourth is the Audi. Fifth place is the Aston. Sixth will be the other Audi, and seventh there will be the, well, the massive Bentley. Indeed, the only car with a wooden trim interior in a GT3 race. I don't trust Evil with an F1 car.
I wouldn't.
No, I don't trust myself either. I have no popcorn, but I have a dog. You don't eat a dog, you're not Chinese. I could say that right.
Well, don't forget to say the line.
What line?
The popcorn line.
I got 2 streams going, says Group. Ah, the popcorn line. Ah. Well, indeed. Welcome to everyone who's joining us here on the warm-up lap then for the beginning of the GT3 and 4 race, the Racesquare Return to Glory, a special event here on Project Cars with only a few corners to go until everyone is underway then. It's the 2 McLarens up front then, with Samios in third place. Can he do anything to the 2 leaders there? Can he surprise those 2 McLarens? It's going to be hard. Let's see, the Audi following behind, just looking there, but isn't close enough, I don't think, because pace wasn't very good in the qualifying, but this is the race. That's Shogun and Kim can do anything, and going to see if that car of GT Jamie the Stig can do anything then, as they come out the last corners then. McLaren on the left, McLaren on the right. Here we go then, the moment you've all been waiting for. Also, what's out for the 2 cars behind. They come at the last corner, not in single file, they're all in single file formation. I don't think that's what they're meant to be doing, but we're underway nonetheless. In the desert heat, Jamies seems to have got a good start from Soup. Let's see though, Soup's already looking to be battling and already looking to make a move on his teammate into turn number 1. Already going up the inside, sliding that way. Oh, there's contact there. Mercedes and the McLaren have hit. In the background then, we've got cars off behind as well. We've got Samuels, heavy impact in the wall. We've got Kim in the wall as well, so 2 cars off already. Scudder on the way then for the GT4 race. They're underway then, those 4 cars already. We already got cars in the wall then, so Kim in damage. We've got Samuels in damage, who has GT Jamie the Stig, maybe got damage as well. So already out in front then, the McLaren of Soup. My voice is already dried up as a potato. There, so great one for me. We've got Gaz in second there with Jamies now coming back through with that slight bit of damage on the back of his car, but will not do too much there. Shogun is in 4th place then, GT Jamie the Stig, Kim and Samuels there. Meanwhile, further down we've got the battle with GT4 then. We've got Jam sitting there, dropping back already there, so it's already spreading out even before that one is done. But of course, that will mean when they do spread out, we'll have a very interesting when they get lapped. We've got battery low on my phone. What fun times that is as well. We've got Jammies already putting pressure on Gazlen. So we have already a pretty sizable lead for the lead then. Sizable gaps would be put more bluntly. There is a Jammies trying around the outside there. Dr. Cancer is now online on my PlayStation. That's a brilliant username there. Whoever that is should be taken into a dark room and shot. Anyway, Jammies up the inside perhaps. Indeed he is. Diving up the inside in the last corner. Brilliant little dive up the inside there. Pushes him out right and gets the job done. Let's see if Gaz can do anything on the exit. It's hard to do. 35 laps to go here already in the desert heat. Gaz on the... thinking about the outside there. Defending well. Jammies pulls the inside. Just giving him the say, don't try it. The Aston Martin sitting just behind. Looking like ready to pounce on any time. GTJ with the stick, dropping back in, that's Bentley. And Kim and Samuels battling then further down for the lowest scraps in 7 and 8. Meanwhile, just checking here, GT4 still all in the same order as it was earlier. Samuels already piling on the pressure to the car ahead, of course. Was up there looking perhaps to be trying to take those two McLarens. Right now it's battling down with the Audi R8, looking for the inside. Does he get the job done? The camera will say, the camera does, and he has got past then, straight away. As we look, GT gave me the stick there. Shotgun, Gaz and Jammies, so the McLarens already lead 1-2. Already you can see his sizable gap there. Gaz on the pressure from Shogun. They're almost running into the back actually there. Locking up those rear tyres and almost getting into the back, which would not go well. As I look there, as Shogun sitting behind there, GTM stage dropping further back. As we look at Scud, already a sizable gap, almost about 5-6 seconds. The gap actually is, let's see, 4 seconds, so it is about 5 seconds there. Jan there and Wilco, 9 seconds behind already, and that's just a shocking sight to see there for him. Already so far back. Of course, if you have any comments to put in the chat for me, feel free to put them in and I will answer them as well. But currently up front, leading by about 3 seconds there, is, well, Soup there. Jammies in second there, so McLaren 1-2. Jammies is a sweet kid. That is a sweet comment. That is a nice pun. So, if you want a reference, I've got one. McLaren are leading, and that's not, and we are not in 2008. And I'll give you another thing. Gaz is in the wall, down into there, spinning it into the wall there as I get a beautiful shot of that there. And I'll tell you something. The Aston Martin in second place. Well, third place today, not second. So, question then. Everyone here, what's your opinion on Donald Trump? I say, bring on the wall. And if you don't get that reference, you're not British. Because neither are you not.
I actually do get that reference.
There we go. Gaz versus Samuels. Bring on the wall! Here's something there. Samuels having a look up the inside there and diving into the 5th spot there. Gaz having to concede there, and I believe we lost someone there. No, for a second I thought someone left.
No disconnections on my end.
No, just me looking at magic powder. I think no, it was Gaz that spun in the wall. So, what was that? We got a spinner. That is GT Jamie the stick in the wooden Bentley getting spun around. And there is the Mercedes trying on the outside, and they tap wheels there. Samuels getting a bit too much of thinking he's not there and banging wheels there, and Stig dropping back there and losing 2 positions there immediately. Here goes Gaz then, having a look on the inside at turn number 1. Will he get the job done? At the inside seems to be an easy job there, but it looks like Samuels may keep around the outside. Indeed he does, and does proceed to get the position there. We got 4 5th, 6th and 7th. Only separated by about 4 or 5 seconds there. We got Stig all over the back of Gaz, who's all over the back of Samios. Shogun is sitting behind the 2nd place there, and in the lead by country mile. It's the one, the only, the mighty Iris, beating the mighty Max Verstappen, who's beating a shotgun. Samios, Gaz, GT Jim with the Stig, Kim. There the cars are battling there. We got Stig trying on the outside there, but not getting the position there. Gaz having a fantastic run then on the leader, on the leading car, on that little Packler going up the inside of the Mercedes. Something you don't hear every day. The Mercedes being overtaken here on a straight line. Leaves the door open. There's one bit of contact there. We've got a spinner there, and that is the spinning Bentley or the Stig going around again, having a bad time there.
Shogun's in 2nd. Jam's gone off, I think.
Jam's gone off there, so great to see there that my fellow driving friend is giving me the info I need there. So McLaren first, McLaren not 2nd. It's now taken by an Aston Martin there, so he seems to have spun it. Interesting place there. Is he coming in perhaps with damage? No, he's not. I think he may have got a penalty there. LMP Dragon says nobody builds walls better than me unless you've got some TNT on Minecraft, in which case that wall is no more. So your current leaders are Soup, Shogun, Jammies. That is the top 3. Further back we've got Samios and Gaz battling with Kim dropping back. GTJ with the Stig, however, all over the back of that Audi car and trying to make a move, but not being able to do. Scud leads in GT4 then with Leon. Let Jam pretty far back indeed by about quite a mile, and RS Wilk there sitting further back there. It's now my walls are bigger, my walls are bigger, my walls are bigger in the chat now. Oh, we got a car on the wall, and that's Stig, heavy impact in the wall there. That's a huge impact there, and he'd be lucky to get that back into the pit lane. Where's he gone off there? That is exit of turn number 3. Lost it on the exit. That's a horrible crash then. And I hope he is okay. That's a huge impact in the wall there for that car. Gaz up the inside of Samios then as we speak there. Getting the position back through then as well. Let's see, will he try and do the cutback? That's sneaky. Samios, you can't do that. I'm gonna tell Scott to just cut the corner. He just cut the entire corner there to get through. Jammies Len sitting in 3rd place there. Already starting to go quicker, land the car ahead, but still pumping in those fast lap times is the leading car of Soup there, coming out of that last corner. Gets on the power nice and early. Bentley Dragon says, so are your balls. As that's an interesting conversation going on in that chat. Gaz versus Samios. So Samios stays ahead then after cutting the corner. GJ with the Stig still going though, doing okay. Of course he's now dropped back a rather big gap there. Kim there, we got Gaz this time. Let's see, can he do anything down the straight in the Audi R8 there. Brilliant stuff to see. Comes down the straight, comes into the corner, breaks down late, and I do have to say I did think this race was going to start at 8:30 because something else made me think. How do you know? Wanna see? Says Dragon Crasser. We got some saucy conversations going in the chat here. We got Samios ahead of Gaz. Yes, this chat has escalated quickly, or as you put it, oh my god, this chat escalates quickly. Escalates quickly. So interesting to see then. Meanwhile, up front we've got the leader of Soup, Shogun, sitting about 7 seconds behind there as we look at Leon exiting the last corner, coming across the line. GJ with the Stig in the pit then with that damage on the car. There's Kim there. We got Gaz sitting behind Samios again still, and closing right up on the back, actually almost running into the back there, into the hairpin there, but keeping it clean and keeping it all together. as my phone is on charge. Exiting the pit lane is Wilco there, entering the pit lane there. So problems there seems to be going on for Wilco. Jam is retired, so our first retirement is Jam. So that means we've only got 2 cars. Well, 3 cars now running in GT4. Gad still over the back of Samuels here. Down this is quite a few last corners, coming into the last 2 corners here. Jamie sitting still in 3rd place there by about, what's the gap there, 12 seconds as the game again goes to Leon. For some reason, game likes Leon. Shogun, he's about 4, 5, maybe about 7, 8 seconds behind the leading car, but is also getting closed in now by the 3rd place car as well, closing in corner by corner. Gaz sitting in now ahead of Samuels there, so again switching positions then, these two, and great stuff to see. Let's see if there can be any switch for that lead position. Samuels sitting behind currently. Kim not too far back there with 30 laps to go here in the beautiful sunny there in the sunshine here in Dubai. If you're just joining us here, welcome as well. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here. We're currently racing in the Racesquare special event here. Haven't really been having too many events for this series in recent times, but here is a event here is indeed. Shogun still in 2nd place there ahead of Jamies. As we look here, Samuels and Gaz still having their little battle here down the lower ends of the GT3 class. Of course, still leading the way is Scud there in GT4 ahead of his fellow country part Leon. And GTJ with the stick sitting down there behind them in the GT3 car that is heavy impact in the wall with Wilco and Jam running at the back as we've got a oh my god, it's happened. But we've got a new leader. Sim's retired. Oh my goodness me, the unbelievable scenes. And that's surely all the pain. All the pain is flowing out there. And that's surely got to be the worst ever way to exit the race. Leading and out. And that must be so sure as quite a lot of lag now happening as well. Samuels then is in the 4th position, and that's sorely got to be the most painful situation for the leader, retiring with a mechanical fault there, and not only that, disconnecting entirely from the game. And I don't think you can get any worse than that, and hopefully he returns probably fuming in that cockpit. Jamies then lines now in 2nd now, catching the leader. Only a few temps. Further back, Jamie and Gaz and Samuels there sitting behind. But that's an interesting move there. Samuels isn't on the track, going for a move up the inside. Up the inside he goes. No, doesn't do it. Yes! Yes, he passes. Up the inside, an easy move there. As we've looked further down the field, looking at GTJ with the stick now coming to overtake Leon in the GT4 car. Coming through the right-hander. Stuck behind that car. You see the size difference. You can see the damage still on the back of that car. Oh, no, that's not gone. He's gone and spun it. He's bottled it again. Problems there, and he may have damaged Leon as well in the process. Gaz on the track as well, so the battle for 3rd place now. This is Jamies is now only 4 seconds behind the car ahead. but that still is a sure moment there. Gaz almost running into the battler of Samuels there, trying so hard to make the move and yet not paying off. And I think there, could he get the move done here? No, still sitting behind, trying it around the outside. Can he do it? No. Up the inside perhaps. Fix of it, diving! No, he doesn't. That could have ended very badly, diving up the inside into a very hard place to overtake as well. These two battling hard. Here goes Gazlen. He'll have the run, he'll have the slipstream, pulls to the left. He knows it, he'll go to the right, does Samios. Will he see? Does he make the move up the inside? Does he cut the corner this time? Up the inside? Yes, he doesn't get the move done. Keeps behind. Brilliant racing between these two. And the battle goes on. We've got behind Kim sitting there behind, just looking at the wall there, pondering thoughtfully indeed. Gaz sitting there just wondering where he can make the move. Meanwhile up front, the battle for the lead now is down to 4 seconds, so the gap's still opened up a little bit there. Gaz, oh! That's not what we want to see. Gaz is off, and off he goes. That's not good. Not good at all. Has he damaged that car? He'll be lucky. He came from a country mile. He was never going to make the corner, running straight into the back of him. And that's sorry for headphone users for that, but that was a very silly move to make. Diving that late on the brakes, damaging both the cars there. And you can't be doing that there. Still, 27 laps to go here in the desert heat. As the game has its little freaky moment there. So, up front, after, well, amazing scenes for the leading McLaren as its engine expired. Just like the Axel McLaren, the powers of Honda engines don't work. Even though it's probably a Mercedes engine in that car, it's still technically a Honda, because I say it is. So we've only got one McLaren now in the race, one Aston, one Mercedes, 2 Audis, then, and one Bentley, which is going rather slowly. But surely that is one of the most horrible feelings you could have there still, and I felt very empathetic for the poor Soup there, out of the race. And he's probably crying in the corner. He can't believe the scenes. Hopefully he can return. He should be able to return to the party. Of course, if he's watching now on the stream, he can still return and can act as a backup there, just watching through the stream. Jammies not on the track at all. The gap now coming down. It's only 4 seconds now instead of 4.5. Sammy Osler ahead of the very damaged Gaz. Kim sitting behind as well. And indeed there were problems then at the start. Problems for contact. We had a race leader of Soup, and then a more drama struck as his engine expired. So, Jammies closing up. The gap is 3 seconds now, so it's closed by another half a second. Of course, if you have any comments still, please put them in the chat as well, and I will answer them here. Update on GT4. Currently, Scud leads by about 10 years. Is a fair way to put it. He's so far ahead, he could almost just say, well, he's won the race pretty much now, unless something happens in the next 26 laps. We saw Soup retiring from the start of the race. From the lead he got at the start, pulling a sizable gap. A mechanical failure ends his race. Show! Off! Shogun spun it! And a new leader! Jammies leads! And that's sorely painful, and in the pits as he got damage on that car. Samios then is ready to jump up into the third position and into second. Gaz still sitting behind then, so it's all closing in still. But a new leader, Jammies, leads the way in the McLaren. So the power of VTEC still coping, just about, with the power of the Aston Martin's tyres just going off. That distortion though, oh dear. Leone sitting in second place in the GT4 race, and let's hope nothing goes on in that there to cause problems. Hashtag Jammies Wiedbink. Shogun still in the pit lane. It's a long, lengthy stop. Meanwhile, battle for second place now, Series A is on. Gaz versus Samios. Down the long, long straight they go. Let's see, can Gaz do anything perhaps in the braking zone? Brakes extremely late, looks up the inside. He gives the room open. Samios, very fair dues there, doesn't want to cause a crash there, and lets him through then. Indeed, out on track now is Shogun now, drops him down into last place pretty much of that race there on the GT3, apart from GTJ Mistake, who is struggling right down the back there. So, Samios still there with only 24 laps to go here. Battling ahead with Gaz coming down here into the scenes where a lap ago we had a change of lead after a spin there, and in the pit lane comes Samios then. So he decides he wants to come in now and joins that list, leaving Gaz to now have an open track along with the McLaren. Scud's still in a fine sixth place. You've only got 10 runners instead of the 14 that originally started. So we've lost about 4 technical drivers here, if I'm correct. We lost 2. That's one who's in the pit lane still, Jam, and we also lost, of course, more controversially, we lost leader of that. And Samios! Samios is glitched in the pits! Oh, not again! And now he does what? The poor Samios stuck in the pit lane. And it's to look at the man's bottom there, wondering what he's doing ahead of the poor Mercedes then. Well, we got a nice time to look at the nice fire extinguishers in the background there, with the red fire extinguisher and the white fire extinguisher. That's an interesting sight to see. Well, that's unfortunate to see, as we look at the poor man dropping down there. Let's hopefully no other people get problems like this. There's an ambulance there, perhaps just walking out of there. He can't even retire. That's a bad problem. It's something we don't like to see. That the menu is frozen. That arse of the yellow guy, that yellow guy twerking his way. Maybe he could break the door open and let the poor driver out. Maybe he could move out of the way and let the car go. Leone in the pit lane then as we speak, passing the stricken Mercedes. In the pit lane, let's see if he can get a good stop. Let's watch him. Well, we'll check on that. So, catching Scud is GT Jamie the Stig, and out the pit lane comes Leon, so he hasn't got the same problems as the poor Aston Martin. Then has got away, and the poor Mercedes still stuck in the pit lane. So if you're just joining us here live, well, we'll tell you one thing. That man's not moving, and that yellow guy is having a fun time twerking away. Leading up front then, Jamies, after his teammate retired catastrophically from the race with a mechanical connection failure. Gaz in second, with Kim lining up in third position currently. Shogun in fourth, with Scud lining up the first spot in GT4. GT Jamie the Stig is in fifth place in the GT3 race there. Leon is in second in GT4. Stuck in the pit lane in last place currently, Samios, who is stuck there behind the yellow guy who is on strike. And oh my god, the game shat itself. What has happened there? That has not gone well. As you can see, we've got some nice concrete wall, and now I'm stuck. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Well, we'll have to revert to radio commentary for a while. I can't even do anything now. Mine is also now slightly stuck. Look, there we... Oh, hello. So we can see here a man on the track there. Look at that man. Look at the woman next door. That's an interesting face, the face of disappointment. So, as you can see, there's a man wearing an interesting hat there as well. Some grass. A pit lane as well. There's a pit lane here. And there's many men. There's a man that are having a cup of coffee, as it seems as well. Someone's taking a cup of coffee as we seem to levitate around this man here. We'll have a look at the pit lane here. We got a nice shot of that pit lane. Oh, there we go. We're back then. There we go. Hey, after a little problem, 22 laps to go with only 4 cars now running up the front. After a little bug took me down as well. Apparently McLaren also didn't have mirrors. Let's see, does the McLaren have mirrors on their car? Yeah, they have mirrors on the car. But I probably can't see them. Gaz in second place, however. Kim is in third, Shogun fourth, Scud in first in the GT4. Second and last place is GT Jamie the Stig and GT3. Leon is currently second, with third in that. There are only 8 cars currently in the race. Of course, if we got any less vehicles, I'm surprised they don't close the race. Or bops. Jamies leads the race then with a current lap time 2 seconds quicker than the cars behind. He said he was struggling all race, and yet he is leading. Evil, please just... And talking of the devil of someone who wanted to say, there is Redheaded is enjoying the chat. Well, I'll leave the chat up to describe the situation on hand there. Jammies, and I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you a joke. One McLaren's still in, the others ran out of VTEC. The power of dreams surely can propel a team, but the power of an engine won't do very well if it's not working. Meanwhile, the Audi, that's a team that we all like to see. Currently in third place. Nice to see an Audi there. Also an Aston Martin they're sitting behind is there. So Audi currently second and third. The Aston Martin there is in fourth. And the power of Scud's connection has caused a few problems in this race. That reminds me of the time in I saw a live Sims 3 and so I said, "That bit broke my sink!" And he just laughed, 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 laughed. Oh, Shogun's off at turn number. Well, Shogun, 4th place. The racer seems to have entirely now cooled down into a boiling bubble of bubbles. So, of course, if you're wondering what to do, I don't exactly know what we can do right now. Not really much we can talk about. Not really much action on track either. There's a nice shot of a pit lane there for you to just look at there, of some fire extinguishers and a front of a Formula 1 car. There is Jam also in the pit lane, joining me in that pit lane. So unfortunately it wasn't connection issues that cost the lead for the man in the orange McLaren. It was in fact children. Just children. They got in the engine, they fiddled with the screws and they blew the car up. Or in other words, a very angry soup. So we can now say it's a red soup. So it is now officially tomatoes. And I'm going to be quiet because I'm probably going to be killed any second now by magic ponies or something like that. However, one VTech still in the race and currently leading the race by a country mile. Hopefully this one doesn't also blow up. 19 laps to go. And you can see there, not many cars left in the race. Indeed, that was a perfect chance for Soup to win the race, and he's gone and been broken by children. And unfortunately that means I can't play the famous national anthem. However, to be honest, I'll have to say there's a battle going on there. What's that? That is Stig versus Scud. GT4 versus GT3. That's an interesting thing I don't normally see every day. A GT3 car ahead of a GT4 car. And there it goes into the distance. That's the only time you'll see them battling. Reminds me of Racesquare times on GT6 when I was so close to winning and the car broke down. Oh yes, the Dragonxxl, I remember the amount of times you handed me that victory by breaking down on the last lap. Oh yes. Also remember my beautiful, beautiful method of winning races, which I won't tell anyone because, shh, it's a secret. Hashtag Scott has Dutch making. $18 laps to go, however. And indeed, the power of VTech is in the pit lane and coming out the pit lane. So, one Dutch leading GT3, one Dutch leading GT4. Just looking all comfortable for an all Dutch victory. What do you guys think about GT Sport? I have absolutely no ruddy ideas, and I don't think I'm really looking forward to it anymore. Because there's been no information about it, nothing's gone on about it, I've heard nothing about it at all. What I'm looking forward to, however, GT Sport is not going to be the one I'm looking forward to. It's going to be Project Cars 2 with the commentating mode, so I can do more of this and shout more at the TV. What's something that I like to do, as you can clearly tell. Sam Easley is the race, however, by about 40 billion miles. Gaz is in second. Kim is in third. So I would have joined the comments box, but no. Beep! Movies take priority, apparently. Maybe PC Cars 2 might actually work. Yes, maybe PC Cars 2 will work. Though I do have my doubts on some of those things, because it is, after all, well, GT Sport. Meanwhile, 80 laps to go. Not much to do here, so I will have a quick drink. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Hashtag advert breaks. return is of me again. Back again, 15 laps to go, and only now 7 people here, as Jam has finally left the session, meaning we only have 8 people on track. Not much have gone on since I left them. The Audi's still second and third, and the leader's still leading by a country mile. This is kind of the section of the race where it starts to get rather boring. Saying that, Kim is catching the car ahead of Gaz, so the 2 Audis could be actually battling soon if they don't all bottle it. Indeed, so. Let's see, Kim and Gaz are not too far away from each other. Gap lies around about 2 seconds there as you look at the leader. Indeed, a very, very sad end to a race. And actually, Gaz pits in. So, yeah, I won't have a race to watch. So what can I do for 14 laps? Well, not a lot. Indeed, I feel empathy for Soup there. And also feeling sympathy for Mr. Blanchimont himself, Mr. Samios. This will put up into third place Shogun then. And should put Gaz up into 4th, saying that though, if he exits the pits, that would be good. Indeed he does. Indeed, well, a race of nutrition is on hand here. There's a Shogun and Kim, so almost exactly the same sector times. As I just look at a few messages. My phone has a bit of a glitch. However, the McLaren Mercedes still leads by quite a while. As we look at Jamie, still leading as well. Attrition against Bugs, that can be true. In the pit lane comes Kim then, and is in the pits. This will put Shogun up into 3rd. And see where it puts Gaz, that's the one he wants to be battling. I'm just never lucky. Sorry for ranting, but never been this angry. Well, sometimes things like that happen. It's happened to me on many occasions. GE6, I was leading all the way up until the last lap, until my game imploded and I was sad and cried for a few hours. No, it's a old Nissan racing engine, is it? Oh, my apologies there then. It's a Nissan engine. I thought it was always a Mercedes engine. Also, so Shogun second. The two Audis still in third and fourth now. Sitting pretty comfortably together then. The Shogun currently fastest man, but it's currently got the fastest lap, but currently 2 seconds slower than Jammies. With just 12 laps to go. There is Kim trying to lap his one of the that is a BMW. No, it's not the BMW, it's the Mustang. That will be of Wilco. Gazler closing. He's only was gap. He's about 3 seconds. So opening up. There's Jammies in his very McLaren. There, leading Shogun, leading Kim, leading Gaz. Scud leads GT4 ahead of GT Jamie Stig, who is in GT3. That's going to confuse people. Leon is second there in GT4. And Wilco is last, with only 8 people running in this race. Gap up the lead, closing down. Not that lead, that lead. The gap there, closing down bit by bit. 12 laps to go then. Here in the desert heat. And a battle may be on our hands for the third spot on the race between the two Audi teammates. The first battle perhaps we've seen all race between these two. And the first real battle in since earlier on between Samios, who is still stuck in the pit lane somewhere, probably stabbing his engineer. Now I sense a cough coming up, but I don't know when it's coming. We'll find it's there. Kim then staying ahead, as I still think of many things to say there. So only 11 laps to go here in the desert. That's another 20 minutes of this place, and then we all can go home. The time is currently 9 o'clock UK time. If you're just joining us, welcome to wherever you are in the world. Here for the GT3 race and the GT4 race, seeing just behind us, Scud exits the pit lane. Everything is going pretty good then for these two Audis. However, we started with 13 runners. We're now down to only 8. Noticeable retirement. Samios, Soup, and a few others as well disconnecting and leaving, putting us only down to the 8 runners we now have. However, the battle, though no third place, almost not a battle for third at all. However, he keeps himself going. 11 laps to go, coming on to 10 laps then. And these 10 laps will be the slowest 10 laps of the career. As we look ahead, there's a lock up there again for Kim. Gaz staying just behind, waiting comfortably, ready to pounce on any moment's notice. My phone has died for some apparent reason, even though it's on charge. There we go, back up again. As we just look here, Gaz staying with him. The sliding rear end of Kim. Update on GT4, Scud still leads the race by about 10 years. Indeed, years going quickly. Gaz still on the back of Kim. And we run on board with Gaz again. Up front, Jammies leads. Second place is Shogun. And a look up the inside perhaps for Gaz. Not going to do it there. However, with only 10 laps to go, can anything happen here? It may do. It may be not. Let's see. Gaz again looking at the inside, and this time he's... Oh, no, he's not going to try it there. Thought for a second he was going to try and do a do or die moment. It would have ended up in the second half of that. But thinks better of it. But very late braking there. Just so in the nose. Just saying, hey, I'm here. Watch out or I'm going to hit you. And they open the door up to an unexpected ram up the inside, and through they would have gone. However, not to be yet. Meanwhile, looking at leader here, just coming through the last few corners. And that just shows you how big of a lead this man has. As Gaz and his teammate Kim cross the line. Only now is the leader coming across the start line. To now put 9 laps on the tally. Right now, 9 laps to go then. Here in the desert, and a battle brewing between the two Audis. So, we may only have one McLaren on track and one Aston. 2 Audis, however, that does show a lot of things. And let's see if these two can do anything here. Running together. Closing in, the gap's now only about a second. The gap continues to close down. The gap slightly opening here onto the back straight. However, let's see if anything can happen. Down the straight. Everything looking perfectly run here. The gap again closes up rapidly into the braking zone. So Gaz, good braking in that car. Of course, if you do have any comments, remember to put them in the chat, like I said, and I will answer them to the best of the abilities that I can do. Of course, only 9 laps to go here, coming on to around about 8 laps soon. Of course, if you're just joining us live, welcome to the race here in the desert for the Racesquare special event. I'm not sure what event it's called. It's GT4 and GT3 cars at least. How was my move into turn 1? Well, the word unexpected comes into consideration. And the word unexpected, I am not having a battle here. Let's see where his jam is. Let's hope he doesn't get involved in something. He does not. Indeed, it was Jammies that hit me. It was indeed Jammies who did hit Samuelson turn 1, as I caught at the start of the stream, if you watched it back. Contact it was. Well, Gaz going round. And that shows not much left to do on battling terms. So now, that's pretty much taken all the excitement out of the race. No battling looks to be going on for me, which is a right old shame. One of my friends still thinks man are racing in F1. That's a funny joke. So, Jamie still leads the race. If you want to know if I'm just slightly picking down the hooks and just having a bit more relax, it's just because, well, not really much going on right now, I'm afraid. unfortunately to say. Also, we almost reached 100 comments. I think we have actually gone past 100 comments now. What happened to Jam 155? Well, to answer that question, he had a problem at the start and Len just left. In Denmark, you can get a chicken Big Mac at McDonald's, and it's actually much bigger than a normal Big Mac. Sounds yummy. So, 7 laps to go. Still not much going on here right now. As I get the stream back up there, talking to a few people at once then. Jammies still leads the race. We've got Shogun lapping that would be Leon, or attempting to at least. Kim and Gaz separated by about a few seconds. Again, the gap now started to close again, about a second in the first sector, but the gap now lies at 10 seconds, with only 7 laps to go. As I get a lump in my throat. Stiggy going over the curb there, still behind Scud by quite a margin, which I'm surprised of. Really does show you how quick Scud is in that car, being in a GT3 car. Six laps to go then. And all seems to be settling down. Not much left to go here in the beautiful desert heat. Thank you all for joining us as well. So as you wind down, Len, driver of the day for me has to be Soup, of course. Despite retiring, proved himself magnificently to be up there, was leading the race, and would have probably won the race, to be honest. Unfortunately, of course, the retirement he had. Indeed, as I talked about 5,000 people at the same time, having a fun time here. Let's get the stream back up. The 107 comments we've got now actually going on. Scud is not going to be able to get to the overall podium. He is on lap 31, everyone else is on lap 32 and lap 33. But he is technically on the podium for... He's winning the GT4 race by a country mile. Scott is a secretly disguised hacker. Well, let's get right into that news and debunk the myth when we talk to him later on, perhaps in another alternate dimension. That's just saying what the gap is between first and second. There it is. 1 minute 35 seconds, by the way, if you're wanting to know the gap. So, yeah. No chance for second unless some magic happens. Third and fourth, pulling out a rather big gap. Fifth place or first in GT4 is Scud, ahead of GTA Mystic, who is now retired officially. Wilco exiting the pit lane then, so that is sad news there. See? Leone in 6th place, Scud in 5th. Then. Well, it's interesting to see, the least, that the race has gone well. Scud could be a disguised hacker as well. 4 laps to go then, here in the desert. And well, while some might be saying this race is seeming to drag on, I'll say yes, it is dragging on quite a lot. I think all the action kind of died down around about halfway through, just after the soup physically blew up, and a little bit later on when Jamies took the lead from... can't remember who it was now, I think it was one of the Audis. But I know it was Sogun he took the lead from. Since then, it's kind of died down quite a lot. Haven't seen too much action and since then, as you look at Kim catching up to the back of Leone here, who is getting lapped then. Gaz now dropped back quite a lot from this pair as well. With only 4 laps to go then in the desert. Causes I just lie down a little bit as well, because it's starting to get to that point where I need to just lie down as well, because it's getting that time of day. If you want to know, Jammies has also now officially lapped the 3rd place guy as well, so that just shows you how big of a gap this guy's actually got if he's already lapping people. In fact, he's not too far off lapping 2nd place. He's been going a comfortable about 3-4 seconds a lap quicker than all of them. 3 laps to go then. Just 3. And those were going to be the 3 of the most important laps of the race. As I just look at anything, so if you want any more questions to be answered, or you want to ask any questions about other events, please do feel free. Also, if you enjoy watching racing, I do also suggest you go and check out the official Gavra League channel. I think you can find it in the description or on my channel somewhere, or you can alternatively go on Soup's channel. He's in the chat, and you can find it there. You can find both of us also on Twitter as well if you want to follow us. Please do. Also, if you're interested in just general racing as well as I was saying about the Gavra League, on Tuesday there'll be Formula Golf as well racing. If any of you wish to watch that, please feel free to jump in. We've got Formula B on the Thursday, and also an LMP3 race also on the Friday, which will be a double event with a reversed grid. So look forward to that as well if you want to jump in and watch as well. 2 laps to go then on lap 36-37. Jammies, how has its play now? He can pretty much just lift off and coast the finish. I don't think he would though. However, a massive gap. And it looks all comfortable. For a brilliant win then for the Dutch driver. Shogun in second place. Kim in third. Gaz fourth. Scud leading in GT4 then with Theo in second and Wilco third. So either way, all 3 of them will get a podium in this race. So great stuff to see. So yawn. Again, he's not letting go his Jammies. He's a second quicker in the first sector. That just shows you the pace this guy's got. And there's only about 4 minutes to stay back. Coming out the last corner then to start that final lap. It's been a fantastic race for our leading pair. Of course, after losing the other leader, what was Soup earlier on in the race, Jammies had to put all the pressure on, had to drive his heart out there, and he has done just that entirely. He's put the entire team on his sleeve, and he looks all set to take a memorable victory here in the race where he wasn't going to return up, he wasn't going to be here, but he decided at the last minute he was, and oh, I think he's glad he did. He's only got another about 75% of a lap to go, and he'll be across that line in the cheers of the McLaren team. Their first victory in a while on the game that I've seen, and it'll be all the most sweet that his teammate will be just there willing him on. GT3 Stig, how much was I lagging? The answer, you weren't lagging at all, my friend. No lag whatsoever. Apart from the crash you had, which you blew up and died a painful death. However, this guy's only got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners to go, and he'll be home dry. Coming through the last few corners, a tail stepping out there. First time it's happened. Oh, that's the first time he's hit the wall as well. That's not a place you want to go off. He hits the wall. Is he slowing down? Is there a problem? I don't think so. Jammies exits the last corner to win the race. Wins the race in by a massive mile. And there'll be celebrations after this. Huge celebrations here after this. Oh, and Shogun spinning it there. Almost is collected by Scud. Came across the line. He was in third place, of course. Ah, so I didn't see any problems there. However, I would like to put just a few seconds here for us as we listen to the Dutch national anthem. I hope this is the right one. And now I have to find where the stream is. Which is interesting. There it is. And the pit lane comes the leader and the race winner. And now for the famous thing we always do here. It is time for the one and the only. You know what this is? Oh, you know exactly what this is. It is time for the champagne! Even though none of the drivers have finished yet, the champagne's being poured out. And that is it. That will be it that then. It is all done. The race is over. Well, until next time, I'm going to have to say this. It's rather late and I am feeling rather tired. So, this will be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for everyone who joined in. And until next time, if you're wanting to join us, please be here on a Wednesday as well, and on Tuesday, the next week, Tuesday, there will be a live stream, the same as Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, I might upload something as well. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.